All right, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, Arsenal Loot? Today's stream is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. We don't actually normally stream right now. Typically, we wouldn't be streaming again until next Monday, but we got some time and figure, why don't we shoot some red deer? This grind has been going on far too long, and I'm getting kind of over it, to be honest with you. Set it up there. And, you know, normally we obviously do a couple run-throughs. This time, I mean, we're literally going to focus on red deer. This is all we're shooting all stream long. Could be boring, I don't know. It's going to be boring for me, but, you know, it's what you got to do. What's going on, Statler? As of right now, honestly, I'm not doing this for any sort of purpose outside of pure entertainment. I'm wanting to see just how many 9 legendaries we can get to go on this map. Obviously, if we shot them, we would get more red deer numbers. But, you know, it's kind of cool. We got 3 in this zone alone, just hanging out. And I think we've converted all the males in this zone finally to 9 legendaries. There's one more hanging out right there. I'm not lying. If we somehow manage to spawn a super rare melanistic before a great one, we are officially retiring from the red deer great one. We're calling it good. So if that happens, what's going on, deer hunting? Let's see how many we can shoot here. Not that many, because we screwed something up there. All right, we're going to stop before... In my defense, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we're picking up the controller today. We got to warm up a little bit. You know, there is no auto aim. This isn't a mouse and keyboard. This is true blue accuracy, and sometimes you got to warm up to it, you know? What kind of cool stuff did you get? You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I had like $4 million and it takes forever to unlock all the perks and stuff, I would do a reset on my game just to get new spawns. Nice, Darren. His rack threw me off. I thought that might have been a 9. Didn't want to shoot him. And we're out of ammo. Alright, well, he's probably going to die, but we're going to let him do his thing. No, 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 Statler, you got it all wrong. Indoor Hunter is an ethical Great One spawner. That's a new big rack in there. Is that another 9? I bet that's an 8. It seems a little bow-legged there. Before we shoot it, we want to make sure. Get out of the way, female. There he goes. That's an 8. Yep. Nude it. Oh, we straight up missed that fool. How are you not dead? Okay, so apparently I just suck, chat. I don't know. I was going to blame it on the whole, you know, warming up here, but I feel like we've gotten enough experience in this game. Probably shouldn't use that excuse, but we're gonna. Also, though, Statler, you're not wrong. I mean, we're 7,000 kills in. It's pretty depressing, if I'm going to be honest. And another big 9. This guy over here. Actually, we need to change time to get him to spawn in. I got a new 9 that spawned that is definitely in the running for the biggest red that I've gotten. Right now, my record's 275. And this dude right there, 260 is his minimum score, all the way up to 306. The thing is an absolute freaking freak of nature. Pretty excited to shoot him, not gonna lie. Hey, there we go. We finally shoot one and it dies instantly. What do you know? Who'd have thunk? Oh, we've got... That's a new... No. That's a new 9. Okay. Okay. Got one little dude left over here to transform. Took a hit for his boy there. You let me shoot you again. Why not more? Like, please just die. But yeah, those are a class 6 animal. We just shot 14 times with the 300. There's no telling how far this guy ran. Really probably should shoot all my 9s. But again, you never know. Yeah, that stinks, Statler. You know, it is milk season. It's probably going to be out for a while. Unfortunately. I wonder what's going to happen first. Either your dad comes back with the milk or I get a great one. Which one do you think will happen first? At this point, my money's on Dad. We're at like 7,015 right now. Just sworn there were more red deer that hung out across the way, but I guess not. A little dude over there. Not gonna worry about those fellers. Red deer know when I'm getting ready to shoot because they always stop like that. The second I pull the trigger, they stop, and then... I don't want to pull the 7mm back out because that's the gun I was grinding with primarily before this new 300, and honestly, I think it still does better on reds than the 300 does. The only downside of this gun are the follow-ups, but... well, I guess if there's no one here to get a follow-up with, we're going to shoot this female. Nope, we got him. Not the gold one. Boy, does it shoot stuff? Is it like a BB gun? Because that sounds pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I don't I don't know what happened there at all. Zeroed for 150. We were right on that front shoulder blade and nothing. We got robbed. That's what happened. Well, have you a good one, Statler. Glad that was an 8. The second I pulled the trigger, I was like, oh, was that my 9? I didn't want to shoot. Trying to debate hopeful thinking here if we ever get a Red Deer Great One. If I want to start going for fallow or if I want to change over and start shooting some bears. Honestly, I wouldn't mind shooting bears because I've been looking at Tay for quite some time now and kind of tired of looking at it. I've also considered very seriously at times actually going and changing the maps. Might do some Red Deer Ground and some Quattro, but we've already done that before whenever the tent incident happened over on Parquet. The Parquet grind was going well, and then all of our tents and tripods got literally deleted. Not put back on our inventory, folks. It got deleted. We had to rebuy it all, put us in a huge financial hole. It was a nightmare. I do kind of have a half-butt grind set up on Emerald Coast. It's not going well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to herd manage Emerald Coast. I don't think we're gonna stick around here. Come on, we gotta at least get a new 9 to spawn in. Okay. What in the world? What just happened there? Don't have a clue. This is a risky shot. We missed it. Man, we are just bad today, folks. Poor lady. Did we just plug another female? What? Double what? Triple what? Okay, so there's a trend going on here that I'm noticing, and the issue is, you know, I want to blame lag. I don't know. It's me, obviously, but I just don't know. We're gonna give this bad boy a fresh hard restart though after this. Do it, Egg, do it! Oh no, a beaver felled a tree. A good thing this is literally why I carry tents on me when I grind, so I can put them back down when they die inside of it like that. It's just useful too, because we don't have to run very far if we place our tents exactly where they die at. We are, in fact, actually, right now we're about 7,030. What in the world? Well, we're gonna go track him down. Wonder how far this dude went. We zipped him twice. This second shot here seems to have done some... Well, that wasn't the second shot. He's got a medium bleed rate, so he's definitely dead up here. Well, he didn't go as far as I thought he was going, so that's good. You guys should use my grind though as a warning. Don't dirty grind, because otherwise you're gonna be like me, and then now we're 7,000 kills in. Although in hindsight, at this point, I wish I could just continue to dirty grind, because eventually it would spawn, probably after 30 or 40,000 kills, but it would take half the time to get there. Essentially, by the time we've gotten to where we're at right now, we would have gotten it if we were to kept dirty grinding. Couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford doing that, but wanted to be careful there that we didn't shoot. Actually, where is the 9? There he is. Oh man, that stinks to hear, Egg Hunter. What the heck? We're gonna pick up this dude and do another reset. Well, hello, hello. I'm just mindlessly shooting red deer, don't mind me. We really probably should shoot the 9s just so we can have more body count here, but like I said, it'd be interesting to get to a certain point of, like, all of them being 9s. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, but not for really any, because stacking actually doesn't do anything outside of making you shoot less red deer. But I'm just curious to see just how many. I think the record right now for me is like 14 on the map at one time during this grind. Rule number 1, reload. We probably could have got a couple more there. That's unfortunate. What's going on, Bailey? It only took us 42 minutes, but I'm starting to feel somewhat warmed up now. Just a friendly reminder, though, this is one of those weird one-off streams. This was kind of unplanned. Ended up... Well, there's no red deer there. That's strange. Ended up getting some free time. I would normally be editing right now, videos and stuff, but I got all that done, so that kind of freed up some time. Is this 5 ever going to come back as a 9? He's just... You know, this could be a sign that we actually do need to pop a 9, because that guy literally keeps coming back as a 5. Just keeps coming back the same thing repeatedly. Not going to risk wounding him. That always annoys me. That first shot on him felt pretty good, and I don't know. In this game, it seems like the second those animals are moving, doesn't matter how fast or how slow, it's as if they are sprinting, and that's where you actually need to aim at. I think that it's intentional too, to obviously make it much more difficult to hit animals on the run because they want to be ethical, all that fun stuff. But I don't know. I feel like that shot should have brought that dude down, and it didn't. I mean, obviously he's dead, but we zipped him twice. I guess we hit him way far back in the gut. Cool. I will say spawns are getting kind of funky. That's interesting. Having to change time to get stuff to actually show up. Normally that's not an issue. Maybe that's a good sign though. Maybe something crazy is getting ready to happen. 231, 276, he's been there. He's not new. That cute little dude. the kind of thing I like to... Right, dear Hutton? You're not wrong. Soon is subjective. Soon could mean 10 years from now. Who knows? Is that another 9? Please tell me it's a 9. Dang it. But I was getting ready to say, though, that weird wonkiness, I've noticed that with all the grinds that I've done so far, that will happen from time to time. And I don't know what causes it, but that's why I always warn people, make sure you have money before you start grinding, because when you run into that situation and it costs you 15 grand, can you just drop 15 grand simply to change time to get stuff to come in? If you can, great. If not, you're going to be stuck. Yeesh. What's going on, Grim? Well, no. We've shot about I don't know how many red deer we've shot, honestly. We'll look at the old Kodaks. I want to say we shot 30. Yeah. We're at about 30 kills. Are there actually red deer standing here this time? There's one. That's good enough. This is my problem with grinding. 52 minutes into this, and I'm so bored my eyes feel like they're bleeding. I could be 52 minutes into a hunt of multiplayer without seeing a thing and having more fun, you know? I guess I need to change my outlook on it. I don't know. But I can assure you, I'm very tired of shooting red deer. Man, he keeps coming back as a 5. What in the world? Oh, we shot that female spawned in right when he turned. That should have been a good hit. But it's not. That's so frustrating. Okay, moving right along. not going to be around for Easter, but we're probably going to do an Easter-themed hunt come Monday. Back to the regular... Oh, come on. Why? Why didn't that count as... See, that's what I don't understand right there. When they're in that first phase of running and you put that shot into them, it's as if they were sprinting at 1,000,000 miles an hour and you can't actually get a vital hit. Also not seen a rare spawn in quite a while. Again, we've got a lot of 9s stacked that could be adding to the pool. Maybe we should shoot some, I don't know. We'll pretend that didn't happen at all. That was embarrassing. I think I shot him right in the face. I think we might go back to the good old-fashioned, just hard reset after every run through. Let's let it pop up the XP here. Come on, great one. I mean, I understand we're only shooting like 7 red deer every run through, but, you know. I almost made a 9/11 joke, and that would have been bad. Did this 5 come back as something that he's still a 5? That convinces me right there that we need to shoot a 9 out of this zone. Oh no, we've got a 7. Never mind, we had a friend show up. Which is kind of weird because he wasn't been there. That 5's been there. That 5 has been chilling like a villain. You know, they gave us a semi-auto 300. They should do the same thing with the 338. They actually check that. I would actually rather them buff the 338 because it's just so bad when it should be so much better. You know what's weird? I had a 9 over here and I accidentally shot it, not realizing it was a 9, or it was the 9, and he's not come back yet. Oh, you big adult person word. What's going on, Nova? Howdy, howdy, Mr. Sims. I actually think that 7 that we shot in that first zone came from over here because this is actually the reason I've got a tent set up over here. And the reason I don't shoot from these zones is because these are actually single zones. So, like, even though it looks like these guys are grouped up together, they're not. They're all by themselves and just in the same area. So we don't shoot them because they like to float around. It complicates things. Unless somehow a great one spawns over there. Yeah, we gotta... See, and that's just it. The great ones can spawn, but just for practicality, like just simplicity's sake, I don't want to have to keep checking those zones. So we're gonna keep shooting these zones where everything's at. Oh, that didn't just drop you, dude? That didn't just drop you? You know, I kind of want to experiment. Do I have soft points on me? I do. In theory, if you make a bad shot with a soft point, it's technically doing a lot more damage than a polymer tip. In theory. Poly tips are actually way weaker than... See, and that's where the strange like misnomer comes into play. I've made a video on it way back in the day. If you can make an accurate... There's a caveat to it. If you make a accurate shot at the effective range of that weapon, which means within 150 meters, it's going to kill it way faster and way better than a polymer tip. Difference being, the polymer tip has a higher chance of actually pinning through, like, let's say you hit shoulder blade, which this animal has a big shoulder blade. There's a better chance of us hitting that and not penetrating. And then obviously you do way less damage. But if we can get a lung shot, it's going to drop it fairly quickly. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. So if you look at penetration and expansion, expansion actually means damage. Took the scope off. Don't want to do that. This is a decent candidate here. We're going to aim behind the front shoulder blade. And we instantly dropped him with the soft point. This guy a little bit further. But look how quick his health is dropping. New 8. He's alert. We're going to let him calm down just a little bit. You know what worries me? I've not seen our absolutely giant 9. Where did he go? I bet he ended up cruising somewhere else, which is super unfortunate. Hopefully he's at this lake still. All right, now this right here is where soft points, not a good option. I know for a fact that they are not going to penetrate that shot, but we're going to risk it for the biscuit. Try it anyway. 250, we need to aim right about there. It did punch through and hit heart. On this big 8, weird angle. Going to aim far back. Again, these are soft points. And we're just straight nuking these dudes with them. It's definitely better practice, and I always have them loaded up. But in those weird, like... Arnar... Which way? Which tent? Oh, that's weird. That's the one over here? Odd. But you can see just nuked him. 100% quick kill. Homie got dealt with. And I'm actually super worried about that giant 9. Whatever happened to him. I don't see him. 200 meters, broadside, behind the shoulder. That's a hit. Instantly dropping in health. He didn't go anywhere. He went... If we had a shot, if we'd have made that shot with a polymer tip, he probably would have ran further. The catch is that the weapon with the soft point has to have enough penetration to actually get in there to do that damage. Single long shot, nuked. We actually got a double lung somehow and a heart shot from that frontal angle. Now at range, that significantly drops off. We were at like 300. I don't know, with the 300 Win Mag, it probably has enough to punch through and hit something important. But if I was using a smaller gun, like the 7mm, I probably wouldn't want to use at range the soft points. Then again, if they're perfectly broadside, you can get into that lung. It's going to do some damage. I might have just screwed up big time and erased this need zone. If that happened, I'm going to cry. Nope, it's still there. Okay. Need to be careful in that our next run through. I mean, Exhibit A, we did 4% damage, which doesn't sound like a lot. But literally it killed him by shooting him in the ear. That's what finished him off. Now, when I'm grinding, I couldn't care less, man. Now, obviously, if it's a diamond potential animal, we're going to take it a little more seriously. But if I'm just shooting to shoot them, I mean, we're literally... Red Deer Class 6 animals are not meant to be shot with a 300, but because it kills them so quickly, that's what we're doing. Might switch over to soft points, not gonna lie. They're low-key outperforming the polymer tips right now. I'm gonna switch back over to poly tips and see if I'm just going crazy or not. But even when we don't instantly drop them, they go 3 feet and die. Alright, maybe just the 300 is just smacking them. Maybe the 300 is just straight up smacking them. A better way to put it, though, a better way to think about it is if you get a single lung shot with a polymer tip or a single lung shot with the soft points are going to outperform it. Probably a better example there. Better explanation. Got a female in the back of the head. I don't know what happened to that first one we shot. I mean, I lined up on him pretty good. I expected to see a hard shot. But we got nothing. Have you a good one, Egg Hunter. Appreciate you stopping by. And again, for those of you just joining us, this is going to be a shorter stream than normal. We probably aren't going to be grinding too much longer. We just happen to get some free time in. Normally, I'd be editing videos right now, but we got all that done, so. Okay, another 7. Where's my 9? That's what I'm concerned with. Let's change time and hope that he's still there and didn't somehow float to a new zone that we're going to have to go find. Oh, good. There he is. Okay. Thought we lost you, buddy, but we see you now. We're going to put a bell on you just to keep tabs. Another little rinky-dink 7. We got that's kind of surprising. We got 2 9s to spawn in that zone. Didn't think that was going to happen. Go for it. I mean, that dude, of the grind so far, outside of my 275, I don't remember what his estimate was. My biggest red deer, hands down, from this grind is a 275. I haven't taxed a single. I've probably shot 60 or more diamonds. 275 hasn't been beaten yet. This guy's got a real chance of doing that. His minimum score is 260. Well, hello there, Swamp Monster. For those of you that don't know or are curious, this weekend, old Swamp Monster and I, we're going to be doing a little bit of different style hunting. I might record it, might make a video. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I'm too into the IRL stuff, but we'll see. If you guys are interested in it, let me know. Oh, O'Reilly. That was a joke, YouTube. Don't demonetize me or don't banhammer me there. But we just O'Reilly'd those dudes. That's what we're dubbing this. If we can get that term in the Call of the Wild community, when you stack 3 of them like that, it's called the O'Reilly effect. All right, so Deer Hunter, we've got Timmy. Actually, Timmy may have ran away because we shot multiple times. Yeah, Timmy's gone. Timmy's kind of a... I don't want to say he's a scaredy cat because, I mean, if somebody's blasting off 300 rounds like I am, I'd run too. But, I mean, come on. Your homies are still standing here. He pulled a quick one on me. I thought he was going to keep running, and he stopped. He's been shot at by me before he knows. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Our tent got nuked over here and we never replaced it. mean, we straight smashed him on that. Timmy ran scared. I like the name though, Timmy. We need to, maybe we should, that's a lot of work. There's a lot of 9s. We could name all the 9s. Unfortunately, we don't have time for that in this stream. Like I said, this was a planned short one. I planned at most 2 hours. We'll probably get another 10, 15. We got another run through in us. And then we'll be back Monday. How many males do we have here? I need to get, I don't know. I don't like this tripod. This is the only spot I can put it. And the waterfowl blinds aren't exactly cooperative with this hill. They're attentive. Oh, we shot the female instead of him. Got him. Got him. Well, that's the thing too. So I've tried, hang on, we fast traveled. I'll aim up at the trees that we're looking at. The only tree stand that, or the only tree that I can actually get a tree stand in is, I think that one. The problem is this tree right here completely blocks this entire view. It's a minor thing. It's not overly important. The most I ever shoot out of the zone anyway is about 2. Sometimes there'll be the third one. I don't know, and that's something I don't understand about the spawns. There's 3 males in this zone, but only 2 ever show up sometimes. But sometimes the other one's there. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm not a rocket scientist. We don't need Xbox support. Unless, hang on. Let's see if they can provide a great one here. God, I don't see nothing about offering a great one, so. It's the first time I've ever hit quit on a game and it never quit. That was weird. So Timmy is so far the biggest estimate red deer I've seen on this grind. Out of 7,000 plus kills now, his minimum score is 260. Max potential score is 305. The biggest red deer I've shot so far, historically, scored 275. Haven't seen one even come close. If I had to guess, just judging by his rack, he's going to score probably like 260. He might be a 270 though. If he breaks 275, I'll be super, super happy. Last run through, ladies and gentlemen. Last run through. Come on, be a rare or something crazy. And again, for those of you that may be just out joining us. Unfortunately, we're at the end of the stream. But, I'm not stacking 9s because it does anything special, because it doesn't. I'm stacking 9s literally because I'm tired of shooting red deer and it's just something interesting to do. Hey, he finally came back as a 6. There we go. All right, we got 1, 2, 3 9s over here. Another 7. Gotta be careful because this guy, he's actually got a solid chance of trolling, but he's got the same 7 rack that looks like a 9 rack, and well, sometimes I will shoot a 9 thinking it's a 7. Yeah. To answer your question, Grim, Timmy is absolute stud worthy. Knowing my luck, he'll score like the bottom of the estimate, be like 261. Which I feel like is almost average, honestly. Like I've shot a lot of 260s red deer diamonds. See if we can do the old O'Reilly here. Let's see if we can get a three-peat going. I'd like it to be noted that was a hit, and it was a vital hit. 7mm is still my favorite gun in the game. It's what I'm best with. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, we're trying to get that to become nomenclature within the community. I'm saying it now. When I hear Scarecrow and Flinter start saying they just O'Reilly'd those dudes, I know we made it. Now, and I don't want to try to sound conceited, misinformed, or I don't know the actual terminology I'm looking for, but I am, and if someone else can prove me wrong in the Discord, please do, because otherwise I am convinced that Rix, myself, and Rhino coined the term ghosting a map, because I never heard anybody talk about that until we all started talking about it. Random fun fact of the day. Anyway, if we can get O'Reilly effect added into everyday vernacular, that'd be kind of cool. Ooh, that was risky. That was risky. We almost shot our 9 right in the face. But we just pulled off an O'Reilly. I actually see it in the like different forums, especially on the Reddit. A lot of people talk about ghosting their maps. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Now, I didn't realize, and I could be mistaken here, I've seen it where some people seem to be very opposed to the idea of ghosting a map. And I kind of get it if you're one of those that like, because I don't understand the whole trading and buying trophies. That's just weird. Completely defeats the purpose of the game, in my opinion. But, you know, if you and your buddy are on like a grind together and you're grinding, you know, like you're helping each other out and you ghost the map, if you get like a great one or rare, I don't see any issue in that whatsoever. You know, if you're playing multiplayer, for example, on somebody's map and there's like a giant trophy, I see no issues with ghosting a map. That way everybody can get the trophy. Timmy! I'm going to call him Mr. Krabs because he's got the crab rack. We're going to call him Wannabe just because he wants to be Timmy. So we got Wannabe, Mr. Krabs, Timmy. We've done so many run-throughs now that I'm like, did I shoot something over here? No. There's no hunting pressure, so I'm going to assume I didn't. Grim, have you gotten any good respawns ever since we shot the crap out of your mule deer? whiff that. I was trying to switch over to soft points real quick just to prove a point, but he's already dead. Dang, that sucks, man. I definitely feel like diamond mule deer are, or mule deer in general, are just one of those species that, kind of like moose, they're a little bit harder to spawn. They don't follow the same metrics as everything else does. I literally only have 3 diamond mule deer. Granted, I haven't set up any grinds for them per se, but thank you, Grayson. We're actually getting ready to head out, so I appreciate that, man. All right, before we go, let's try to help Nice Man out here. So he says, well, I get no views on a video if I get a copyright claim. I was using copyright-free music, and should I use the song again? I would so YouTube, really any streaming service, Twitch, Kick, all of them. That is a very, very strongly enforced, not only just rule, it's a law. This is why they're so stringent upon following it. And they don't, like, I literally, so no joke, one time I was cycling through, this is kind of a divergence, but I was cycling through the menus in the inventory, and it copyright striked me for whatever, something. Anyway, long story short, no, I wouldn't use that song again, because that means it wasn't copyright free. Even if it's labeled as copyright free, it probably wasn't, because YouTube is the king at detecting that. Their algorithm's going to call it out instantly. That said, your video won't get no views because of it. If you were monetized, for example. Now it depends. Is it stand by for just a quick second, because we're done grinding. So I'm actually curious about this here. So I'm gonna go to my YouTube studio. I don't want to dox myself, so we're gonna make sure the stuff that needs to be hidden is. Do. Trying to find, because there have been instances in the past where I have gotten, because there's a different the term is actually lost on me right now. Okay, here we go. So whenever you go into your YouTube studio, you'll see under restrictions if it's copyright or not. Now, an actual strike, those are pretty big deals, and I would definitely not try to upload that video again, because they'll just straight up delete your channel. But there's a difference, and you'll have to read it under those restrictions. If it says copyright, but it says this user allows their material to be used, it's not actually a... You would never get money from it per se if you were monetized, but you wouldn't get your channel deleted either. It's definitely a slippery slope. It sometimes takes times for that stuff to catch up to, as far as views go. I'm trying... Tell you what, let's pop this up. I don't think there's anything. Tell you what, folks, if you're gonna dox me, don't. I don't think I have any sensitive information up on the screen yet, but we're gonna pull up the computer screen here. So if you look here, like, these are all my videos, and you can see where this one, this is one back in the day before I got serious about YouTube, I would just make videos, you know, for like my friends and stuff, and just various things that we were doing in games. But you can see here, this is a copyrighted strike video because I using wrong music. It says copyright protected content found. The owner allows this content to be used, but you cannot monetize your video. Then you can see the monetization ineligible, channel not affected. So that's something I guess you should check too. Okay, yeah. So is it a copyright strike? Grayson, to answer your question, we're at 7,050-ish. Did it say actual copyright strike? I don't even know how you find how many strikes you have. You can see there's quite a few here I've got that are actually copyrighted. But I also went back and actually made these private and eligible to view. Oh, well, that's a spoiler for a future video. Yeah, I'm using Elgato. Yeah, if you do it too much, it'll yeah, they won't even warn you either. They'll just delete it. Now, what you can do though, and hang on, let's go back to the computer screen here. It's not as good of selection. I wouldn't even try. What I would do is, if I were you trying to make a video and when you want music with it, there's actually two different things. If you're making a YouTube short, for example, you can use the music that is copyrighted. You have to, like, I don't know, it's complicated. I actually pay for the music that I use in my videos. That way I just never have to worry about a copy strike. It's like there, it's done deal. I paid for it, paid for the licensing, all that crap. No, the thing is, if unless you own that music yourself, unless it's like your own record label, you can't dispute it. All right, back over to the computer side of things. So you can actually see here with the creator music in YouTube Studio. Now these ones you can purchase the licensing for, but there is a huge selection of free music that you can also use. But you can see I've got over 200 songs saved from YouTube, though I will say there is a slight caveat. One thing that I don't like about using YouTube Music, not that it's that big of a deal, but sometimes some of these artists will like to leave and like monetize their video or whatever, and they want it licensed, and then you don't realize it, and then like a video you had from like 2 years ago all of a sudden like getting you copyright striked. I use what's known as Epidemic Sound, and if you're a content creator, 100% it's worth the money because that's just music you don't ever have to worry about. Tell you what, nice man. Let's actually go to my channel real quick. Let's actually go to my channel real quick. Let's actually go to which video is it real quick. Now I'm gonna mute it obviously so I don't get copyright strike. Which video is it real quick? Now I'm gonna mute it obviously so I don't get copyright strike. Which video is it real quick? Now I'm gonna mute it obviously so I don't get copyright. I'm curious to see if your viewers go up. If it doesn't, they may have actually shadow banned it. Another thing is too, you actually have to, I don't remember, there's like a retention number. You actually have to, like, in order for a view to count, it has to be over a minute long unless it's a YouTube short, I believe. I could be super wrong on that. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to go. Appreciate everybody stopping by this evening. Like I said, we'll be back Monday. I'm not sure, nice man, but we're past that minute mark. This should count as a view. If it doesn't, and if you're part of the Discord, let me know. I'm curious. But, yep, I will see you guys Monday. Appreciate everybody stopping by. And hope you guys have an awesome weekend. If you can still hear me, nice man. For music, if you're wanting to do, I would use the YouTube Studio Music. It's free. If you've got editing software, which obviously it looks like you do, you can just literally download the song, throw it into your video, call it a day.